my fellow Americans.
What's up, Plano? This episode of Press Play Plano is going to be about hypocrisy.
It is when you say that you hate when people like talk about you behind your back, but like you know you do it too. So.
You have people who at home would be kind of nice or whatever, you know, and then they'll come to school and they'll either be really mean or you'll have vice versa.
Okay, there's a lot of fake people out there because they don't know how to act.
You got cliques. You got these people trying to be these people and these people trying to be these people. It's just...
Everybody is different at home and everybody's different here.
It's inevitable.
You can't really trust everybody, but you got groups of friends and you just try to keep it like that.
It's inevitable.
It happens, man.
It's inevitable.
It happens, dog.
I think hypocrisy is a problem at this school.
It's really annoying.
Who the fake people here for you, bro?
I don't know. I don't want to hear any names.
She wore them tights yesterday. She wore them same tights yesterday.
People who are hypocrites kind of have an internal struggle to the extent that they feel like they're out of place wherever they are.
I awake to find no peace of mind. I said, how do you live?
And sometimes it can get so serious that they might be violent against other people.
'Cause they're all spies.
Okay, not really violent against other people, but like...
A lot of people seem to have this problem where, well, it's called projection. I guess it's like an official psychological phenomenon. They project their own insecurities onto other people. So the things that they're afraid are wrong with them, they tend to think are wrong with others. And I think that's one of the main sources of hypocrisy, because they don't want to accept that they're wrong in some way, but they still need to reconcile themselves with this problem.
That was beautiful.
10th grade, second semester, or actually around winter, almost, or at least I tried to commit suicide, and so ever since then it's just been kind of weird. And so this whole year, I've just kind of been putting on a show. I act at school, at least. I have almost like two different lives. I have my home and my school life, or one and the same. I act all happy and stuff, but when I get home by myself, it's just really different. Only about two people I could actually be myself around. And it's just, in my opinion, I do it because I'd rather almost act like I'm happy instead of moping around, being all depressed and stuff in school. And half of it because I know how some of my friends would think of me different. And I don't know, just if people knew who I really was, they would treat me different. And sometimes I wish they did know, and then sometimes I'm glad they didn't know. So that's my story.
Oh, hypocrisy. I think mostly it has to do with respect.
Yeah, I just feel like people act differently at school and at home because their parents don't really know them and they're scared what they want. They're scared.
A lot of people are like that. Like you're different at home than you are at school or with your friends.
Tell me about hypocrisy.
I think hypocrisy at the school is kind of rampant because a lot of people say one thing like, oh, I don't like what this person does, and then they do the exact same thing later. So I think people kind of need to cut that out.
There's a lot of fake people in Plano already. We don't need any more, so just be yourself.
They say one thing, but then they do the other.
Doesn't show any consistency.
I don't think there's a solution to hypocrisy.
A lot of people in this school are fickle.
People are so fickle.
They don't even show their true emotions inside.
Go to church and then you act like you're Christians.
We're like, I love God and I love Jesus and all these things.
Act religious and preach, you know, the word of God and that kind of thing.
And then whenever you come here, you're like another different person.
On the weekend, go and get drunk, messed up, and like not uphold the image they portray at school at all.
They don't follow any of those rules that they put out for themselves in their religion.
Whenever someone's a hypocrite, they really don't know they're a hypocrite. For example, with alcoholism, if you're an alcoholic, you know you have that problem. Or if you smoke, you know you have that problem. But if you're a hypocrite, it's really hard to detect because you can't even see it.
They don't even acknowledge it at all.
People who are hypocrites tend to try to keep everybody happy. They try to keep their family happy, but at the same time they try to keep their friends happy, even if their friends are doing things that maybe their family taught them not to do.
Like, well, you were all smart and stuff, and then once you go home you do drugs.
There are a couple characteristics of hypocrites. Hypocrites tend to not be decisive, and hypocrites tend to not have a lot of knowledge about an issue, because when you have a lot of knowledge on an issue, you can establish a certain point of view and stay strong with that. Another source of hypocrisy is when people don't have a strong belief system. They don't have a source or a code that they live their life by. And whenever someone they don't have a source to live their life by, they tend to not have a passion in anything that they do, so they kind of just go with the flow.
Group, like they'll go and act like that just to fit in with that same group of people.
Hypocrites usually exist because they have a certain insecurity within themselves. And this is evident whenever they have a certain issue and they try really hard to impress people. Because they have that insecurity, so they try to compensate for it, but they overcompensate for that, so they try really hard to impress people.
A lot of people try to impress too much.
And whenever someone tries to call them out on that issue, they tend to explode because they are trying so hard to overcompensate.
Like, oh no, I don't do that, because I'm a good person.
In order to solve hypocrisy, you need to find yourself a belief system that you live yourself by, thick or thin, day or night, whoever you're with, and not compromise.
Change who they are instead. Some other people will like them.
If you have a friend who's a hypocrite, what you need to do is talk to them in a peaceful, soft, loving way, because whenever you're sincere to somebody and you sincerely want to help them, they'll understand that, and the message will be transmitted, because what comes from the heart goes to the heart. But if you tell them for your own sake and for your own, so that you feel good, they're going to understand that and the message won't transmit. So whenever you want to give somebody advice, make sure you tell them from your heart.
Everyone in high school has two faces, I think.
Yeah, I disagree. They're different.
You just said the complete opposite.
I said there's a lot of fake people.
Everyone can be hypocritical at some point. He's a hypocrite.
I am a hypocrite. I'm also very conceited and very arrogant as well. At least I'm honest about it though.
And there's just a lot of people who lie. You need to look out for it.
Sometimes it just slips out.
Alright, what you need to do is get a small group of friends and just chill with them, and it won't be no problems.
I think hypocrisy, it should change. They want to be like their favorite rapper or actor.
Not like a cognitive thing anymore, like you just do it subconsciously.
However, like you feel strong in your opinion and follow through with that. Because I think being honest and real is the best way to succeed in life.
Everybody out here talking mess about Pokemon. Talking about some Pikachu weak. Pikachu can't fight. Pikachu whoop yo. And I swear to God, if any of y'all, I haven't seen any of y'all making fun of my Pokemon, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. I swear to God, I'm gonna kill you.